Hello, brothers and sisters. This is Lena. This is my horror collection on my living room floor here of all the horror movies I have obtained and grew up on. Most of them are horror movies from the 80s because I loved horror movies from the 80s more. To me, once upon a time, they were the best. But I see a couple that's not accounted for, and some questionable ones that I don't know why I have in the mix. That one to be in particular, I don't know why that's there. But if someone thinks we shouldn't be watching Get on the Chopper, then please let me know. A couple of movies, actually, The Lord of the Rings, 1 and 2. And I know 3 is around here, but it's not in my pile. Those are not mine, but I'm doing away with them as well. And up until a year ago, I was a Halloween fanatic, and everybody knows it if you watch my videos. And I should have, well, when I became closer in Christ, I should have tossed these a long time ago. But I had voices, you know, they cost a lot of money. They're good, just trying to hold on in some little justifiable way. But today is the day where they're getting tossed. If I had a fire outside, which I wish I had one, I would burn them. You know, I live for God now, so I need to get rid of all this evil and wicked stuff that's in my house. How many of us, or how many of you guys have horror movies in your house? How many of you have watched or will be watching horror movies? You know, I take care of my ear gate and my eye gates now. Someone told me a long time ago, you can't be watching all these horror movies, you know. Demons will basically seep out of the TV screen and get into your house. And I thought that was so ridiculous. So ridiculous. Because I grew up on movies like The Omen, The Exorcist. You know, at that time I was thinking I would be the most demon-possessed person you ever met. Because before I could read, I knew that one by heart. It was my favorite. So I kind of just, like, you're being ridiculous. That's not true. Go away. Leave me alone. But now I get it, believe it, understand it. And now I'm telling you guys the same thing. That these are basically little rituals that will open doors once you pop them in and play them in your house. You allow wickedness and evil to come in, whether you believe it or not, get it or not, or know it or not. And today is the day where I toss them. And I have so many. Some of them are accounted for because I'm missing a couple. But I have in the pile movies like Curse, Dracula, 1 and 2, Hellraiser, The Faculty, Halloween H2O, Children of the Corn, got Addams Family, got Prom Night. I got a 10-movie horror collection, all B movies, B rated like it matters. Got Riddick, and you know, there's it's Riddick. They got the necromongers and all that stuff, good stuff. Final Destination, Halloween, The Thing, Wes Craven film, Aliens, Amityville, Carrie, and Child's Play. Now I bought that, but I have never watched the Amityville. I grew up on Amityville, but I have not watched Amityville since I bought this DVD because it's a little bit real, too real, a little scary. So I didn't watch it. I watched the other two, but I did not watch Amityville. Anaconda, I got that in the mix. And I got these, which are old school. Fantasium, The Serpent and the Rainbow, which is basically witchcraft. Funhouse, and it's about the snake. Night of the Demons, Horror Express, Halloween 2, the original Halloween in Blu-ray, Halloween, which is mostly just a blasphemous movie. Halloween 4 and 5. Halloween was my favorite, as you can see. The remaining is basically a Left Behind horror movie. Return of the Living Dead. I just bought that probably in the fall of last year. I just recently bought that one. It's the newest one of every single one of my movies. Friday the 13th, Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3, Part 4. The trilogy of I Know What You Did Last Summer. The Prowler. Questionable. Like I said, if anybody feels like Get to the Chopper, I'm not saying it right, is demonic, you know, let me know below. Okay, and Friday the 13th again, 5 and 6, Part 5 and 6, Bats, and Terror Train. And this is my collection. And I want you guys to know that I am tossing these movies. No longer will these be in my house. No longer will I watch them. And I encourage any Christian who says you're for God to toss your horror movies out as well. And I also encourage you not to celebrate Halloween. This month, I will be fasting and praying and binding evil spirits and not celebrating this holiday at all. And I encourage you guys to not celebrate or compromise Halloween also. As Christians, we need not to celebrate this wicked, demonic holiday. And I know probably some of you think just getting candy is innocent, but no, it's not. It ties in with Halloween. It ties in with a lot of people. There's a lot of stuff that goes on that's so perverted and demonic, you know, just trying to corrupt, you know, people. They get into the candy. They pray over costumes. They, you know, you got devil worshippers who pray over candy, pray over costumes. They inject the candy and stuff like that. Anton LaVey, he loves when Christian parents take their kids out and celebrate this day. So I just encourage you guys to toss out your Halloween movies, your horror movies. If Jesus was here, he would not be walking my child down the street getting candy with a smile and a light on his face. He wouldn't. He wouldn't have nothing to do with this holiday. And I just encourage you guys and pray that you guys don't celebrate it. Halloween needs prayer more than anything because we know a lot of stuff goes on. The sacrifices, the rituals. Just something to think about and pray over.